Thanks to my patrons, I can afford this house. The only thing is that it's 4 centimeters tall, it's flat, and it has no interior. And I'm none of those things. Well, I guess technically I do have an interior. I'm hoping that with all the different relief carvings that we make on this board, that I can teach at least one new thing per video. Or at least, I mean, that's the plan anyway. The focus of this particular carving is perspective. And I'm going to try and convey that in a very simple way, hopefully. I'm going to start as I usually do, and that is to clear out the background first, just like we did on the hair. So now I've got most of the background taken out around the little building. What I'm going to do is really hit home with the perspective. So this part is going to be the highest part of the carving, the bit that sticks out the furthest. And then these two parts are going to be where it kind of slopes down to really help with that perspective. So we're going to start trying to do that now. And then we'll start trying to make the roof look the way it should. So I've taken this level down to slant backwards that way, and now I want to do this one this way, but I'm going to avoid hitting the roof for the moment, or at least on this side, so I'm going to cut it off there, but the roof on that side I will carve down to because it has to kind of angle that way anyway. And now, a haiku for my patrons. Mary Sue Klein, John Aitken, Mark and Kathy Mook, Clooney, Scott Gordon. Thank you. Now I've got the perspective kind of figured out on this bit. What I'm going to do is start adding the details, which obviously I've had to redraw back on. So we're going to do something like this, just to outline it to start off with. And then also I want to make this bit flat above the doorway. But the weird thing is when you're carving a perspective like this, it's kind of hard to know what direction to carve in. It sort of plays with your mind a little bit. So there, I want to make that kind of flat so it looks like it's the front of the roof there. And then we'll just keep adding the details like this back end of the roof, do the line up there, and then cut just a little bit away to make it stick out a little bit. There you go, and then we can continue with the other details below it. To make this effect even more pronounced, we can take a short trip to Vanishing Point town, where we make the front corner of the building come out even further from the wood than before. So this is your front corner, and then these are your vanishing points at the side here, and these determine where the building goes down to. So of course if the building's shorter you can cut it off there and there, and that will enhance your perspective even more. I'm going to do the roof tiles a little bit differently than the rest. I'm going to make them a little bit more 3D by carving little sections out of here so it looks like the tiles are kind of slotting underneath the ones above them. So something a bit like this. And this is our finished carving. This blue taped over bit is actually the next video, which I've already recorded, on how to carve a leaf. So you know what to do. If you want to see that, you're going to have to subscribe, I'm afraid. I know, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to subscribe. Thanks everyone for your support, and especially my patrons. Thank you very much for helping me make these videos. Have a good day. I will catch you later.